Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and I can't really see my face in this video, so I'm going to switch this mini table around real quick. As you see my Star Wars shirt as I'm talking about Ninja Turtles. I know it does make sense. My Darth Vader, Scout Trooper, Standard, Stormtrooper, the Imperial kind, not the First Order, and Boba Fett shirt. But we're not here to talk about Star Wars. We're here to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know why I didn't wear my shirt or one of my 3 or 4 shirts. Turtle Power though. But I've heard cause my one of my favorite YouTubers is called Black Nerd Comedy. Like his channel is called Black Nerd Comedy. He made he has a Twitch channel, and he talked about how there's rumors that Seth Rogan is going to be making a Ninja Turtle movie. So I'm on deadline right now. Deadline right now. And it says I'm sorry, I can't sing it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles getting CG movie reboot from Nickelodeon. And Seth Rogen's Point Gray's picture. And it has the turtles from the TMNT movie, the 2007 movie. So let's see what it says, shall we? So exclusive. Deadline has learned, and I'm sorry if you're hearing constant beeps. Let me get out of Discord because that's distracting. There we go. Okay, so it says exclusive. Deadline has learned that Nickelodeon is rebooting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the big screen. I can't read today. Okay, so Deadline has learned that the Nickelodeon is rebooting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the big screen with Point Gray's Pictures, Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, and John Reefer producing, and Jeff Rowe, who did Gravity Falls and Connected, directing. Brandon O'Brien, Neighbors, who did Neighbors, Sorority Rising, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, will write the screenplay. Paramount will be handling global distribution on the film. And so this time around, the feature adaptation of the Kevin Eastman's Peter Lord created comic book will be CGI animated. I'm telling you, I can't read. Let me take off these notifications because they're distracting me. Okay, so sorry. So yeah, these notifications on Discord is giving me. But anyways, this time around, the feature adaptation of Kevin Eastman's Peter Lord creation comic book will be CGI animated. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles feature franchise has accumulated $1.15 billion across 6 movies from 3 studios since 1990. 6? Oh yeah, I think they were counting the 2007 movie, the animated movie, the TMNT movie, the one that had James Arnold Taylor being Leonardo and Nolan North playing Raphael. Yeah, okay. Plus the Michael Bay movie, so there's your 6. So the last 2 movies released by Paramount and Michael Bay, Platinum Dune, in 2014 and 2016 were live actions and together accumulated for $730.6 million. The last time there was a feature CGI version of Turtles was Warner Brothers. 2007 TMNT was made $96 million. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rep Nickelodeon Animation Studio. First ever CGI theatrical production is partnership with Ramsey Naito. Sorry if I mispronounced that. EVP EVP Animation Production and Development, who is overseeing production for Nickelodeon. Just Fagan is overseeing the Point Grave Pictures. Said Brian Robbins, President, Kids and Family of Viacom CBS, adding Seth. Oh, they're quoting this guy, okay. Adding Seth, Evan, and James' genius to the humor and action that's already an integral part of TMNT is going to make the next level reinvention of the property. I am looking forward to see what they do, and I know that Ramsey Naito and her team are excited to take the Nick Animation Studio into another great direction. Their first ever CG animated theatric. For Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles launched in 1984 as a comic book. It was followed up by a hit 1987 to 1996 animated TV series. I thought that the 1980s Turtles came out like the comic book came out in like the show came out in like 1982. Well, okay, I was wrong. As well as $1 billion selling retail juggernaut across toys, apparel, video games, and more. I have a shirt. Well, I have 4 shirts of the Ninja Turtles, but my favorite Ninja Turtle shirt is my Leonardo shirt that you guys saw me wear in my last video where I talked about the Ninja Turtles. So yeah. Nickelodeon has brought the franchise to life again in 2012. Wait, did I miss something? No, okay. The CGI series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They totally skipping the one that I grew up with, which is the 2003 Turtles. The ones about the people that had like a sequel show called Fast Forward, which was in, and then Back to the Future, which I admit is not as good as the original Ninja Turtle show in that lineup, but I still loved it. So they're skipping over that, but I do love the 2012 version of the Ninja Turtles as well. But Nickelodeon brought the franchise to life again in 2012. Oh yeah, that's okay. I see what they mean, because at the time, well, when the 2003 Turtles were coming out, it wasn't Nickelodeon. So yeah, the 2012 version of the Ninja Turtles is the first version of the Ninja Turtles Nickelodeon has produced as a show. So I see, okay. So Nickelodeon brought the franchise to life again in 2012 with the CGI animated series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then reimagined the Heroes in the Half Cell with the 2D animated series Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last year. I'm just letting you guys know. I watched the first 2 episodes of the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not really a big fan of that version of the Ninja Turtles. It's not my least favorite Ninja Turtles series. Just it's far from my favorite. I generally dislike Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It ruined Raphael and Leonardo for me, where I did not have any intention of watching the rest. I might watch the rest of that show in the future. Just I have no intention of watching the rest of the show right now. That's just me. But anyways, but I would respect if you. But if you guys like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, kudos for you. I'm happy for you. It's just I personally don't like that series. But anyways, as previously announced, as part of the separate deal, Nickelodeon and Netflix are partnering to produce an original animated 2D film based on the current Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. I've heard about that from uh the old Den. I think that's the YouTube name. Uh, he's pretty much like the Star Wars theory to the Ninja Turtle community. The old Turtle Den, that's his name. YouTube name, which you guys should check it out if you're a big Ninja Turtle fan. And because he talks nothing but Ninja Turtles, and I like his point of view on Ninja Turtle stuff. So the old Turtle Den, please give him a sub, or at least check him out, and then decide. Of course, then if you're a fan of his videos, please sub to him. But at very least, give the old Turtle Den a look if you're, especially if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, because I think you guys will enjoy watching his content, especially if you are into Ninja Turtles, like I said, because you know. So, getting back to the main topic, which is the potential Seth Rogan version Ninja Turtles. Now, like last week, I've heard that they were going to do like this darker tone of the Ninja Turtles, and as soon as I was going to do it, I've heard that the studios debunked that. I was saying, no, why? I mean, here's the thing. I watched nearly every single Ninja Turtle movie. The only Ninja Turtle movie I have not seen, but I want to see this, is the Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie. I've seen a few clips of it. 2 years ago, my brother gave me this Batman and Ninja Turtle crossover comic book, which is one of my favorite books I've ever I have, and one of my favorite gifts ever that I've got, because the Ninja Turtles are my favorite comic book team. Batman is one of my favorite DC Comics heroes, like within the top 3, maybe top 5. I think I have like 5 favorite DC Comics heroes. That's my favorite. So seeing those two worlds collide, that was awesome in the comic book, and I want to see that in the movie from start to finish. So I really want to get that. But yeah, I've seen outside of the Batman vs. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I've seen every single Ninja Turtle movie. The original Ninja Turtle movie, I have to say, is the best one. My personal favorite is a tie between the 2007 anime movie TMNT and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze. The reason why Secret of the Ooze is my favorite is because it's solely just so I can see the turtles dancing. That's like the main reason why Secret of the Ooze is my favorite. It's one of my 2 favorite Ninja Turtle movies of all time, just so I can see the turtles dancing. And yeah, I've seen the Michael Bay Turtles movies. I enjoyed them. I'm fully admitting they aren't exactly the best representation of the turtles, but they aren't exactly the worst either. I mean, Next Mutation, but I think I already reviewed the Next Mutation show, but I might review it again just for the hell of it, if you guys want, and of course if you guys want me to as well. And I've seen Turtles Forever as well. I actually own the original Ninja Turtle movie trilogy, the 2007 Ninja Turtle movie, and the Turtles Forever movie. Now, I do like the Turtles Forever movie as well. I pretty much like all the Ninja Turtle movies I've seen. But the Turtles Forever movie, my biggest criticism towards the Turtles Forever movie is how they treated the 1980s turtles. The 1980s turtles and Turtles Forever were too damn goofy. Like in the 1980s series, yeah, they were goofy, but they were more serious than how they were portrayed. Like they were more serious in their own series than they were portrayed in Turtles Forever. So that's like my like actual like main complaint is that they butchered the 1980s Turtles in Turtles Forever, in my opinion. So the reason why I'm kind of bringing the other like what 6 Ninja Turtle movies up and how I like feel about them, because I kind of skipped the Ninja Turtles 3. Ninja Turtles 3 is a might be the weakest in the original Ninja Turtle trilogy, but I still think it's still a pretty decent movie where it can stand its ground. I kind of like the whole time traveling bit that they did in the movie. And again, like with the Michael Bay Turtles, I'm fully admitting that Ninja Turtle 3 and Secret of the Ooze may not be exactly the best representation of the turtles per se, but I still enjoyed watching those movies. Now, yeah, when I hear Seth Rogen's attached to the Ninja Turtles, you can expect a pretty goofy story. Like, what I mean by that is like, it might be serious, but I expect humor in it. I expect that. I'm hoping that in my lifetime we'll get to see a darker tone of the Ninja Turtles. Like you can see the closest thing to a dark tone that we got for the Ninja Turtles movies is the original trilogy. Like, yeah, they were goofy, but they weren't. I don't feel like they were as goofy as Turtle Forever, even though the existence of Ninja Turtles was possibly be wiped out in general by the Shredder. I don't think Michael Bay's Turtles were all that dark. They had their serious moments, but it wasn't dark. TMNT might be like may it can kind of may say it may come close to being dark, but I think so. And I've heard that TMNT is part of the original Ninja Turtle trilogy, so I don't know. But my point being is that with this 7th Ninja Turtle movie, I'm hoping everything goes well. I'll watch it, the Ninja Turtle movie. Nerd in Me will watch it. I'm going to wear my Ninja Turtle shirt as I'm watching the movie. Don't get me wrong. When I saw the sequel trilogy of Star Wars, my first viewing of each movie, I cosplayed as a Jedi. I like to brag, even though I'm not a big fan of Rise of Skywalker, but I like to brag that I was on the news because I was cosplaying as a Jedi to Rise of Skywalker. I like to brag about that. Cosplayer rules, right? And so yeah, I'm planning to wear my Ninja Turtle shirt to any Ninja Turtle movie that we get a theatrical release to that I am watching in theaters. I am lucky enough and blessed enough to watch three Ninja Turtle movies in theaters. I watched TMNT and the Michael Bay Turtles. I wasn't around when the original Ninja Turtle movies came out, like the first three. But I'm happy that we're getting like a new Ninja Turtle movie. Uh, I do hope that we get a more gritty tone of the Ninja Turtles, like a more of a Batman feel tone, if that makes sense. Because Batman can feel pretty dark at times, and I know the original Ninja Turtle, like the original Ninja Turtle feel, like the original Ninja Turtle comic feel, because I know like there's like the Ninja Turtles, which I shall pull up for you guys. Original TMNT comics. Because they were in like black and white, I believe. But yeah, it's these turtles. And they also appeared in Turtles Forever. And they were kind of like how they were portrayed in Turtles Forever. These turtles were like kind of like Batman, but of course they couldn't go full Batman because it was a kids movie. But yeah, it's I will mention that text later, but yeah, but you can tell that the people who made Turtles Forever were trying to go for like aim for the darker, more serious versions of the turtles as with these turtles, and I want to get like these turtles represented on the big screen. That's what I'm getting at. I want these turtles, like the feel of these turtles, to be on the big screen. If you need to make it a rated R, I'll be okay with a rated R movie of the Ninja Turtles. I just want these turtles to be represented. I mean, preferably if they get color coded bandanas. Even if they're like this, where all their bandanas are red. But I do want the feel of the original Ninja Turtle feel in a movie. I want a more mature feel to the Ninja Turtles, at least one time in terms of movie. If we get at least a mature feel throughout the movie, like a more mature that we got on the big screen so far, I'll be happy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like comedy, and of course there need to be comedy to break all the serious moments. But overall, I want a serious version of the Ninja Turtles. And I want to see it. Preferably when I'm still young. Let's just say I'm younger than 30. But yeah, but in terms of like we're getting a new Ninja Turtle movie, the Ninja Turtle fan inside me is excited. There's that side of me that wants a more, like I said, more mature feel for the Ninja Turtles. At least in one movie. I'm happy that Seth Rogan is going to make the movie. I'm excited, intrigued. And I mean, there's a part of me at the moment, because I just read it and just heard it not so long ago, that might be skeptical about Seth Rogen doing a Ninja Turtle movie. But I would need to hear more to have that skepticism die down. But yeah, long story short, the Ninja Turtles side of me is excited, and you better believe it. I'm going to review this new Ninja Turtle movie whenever it comes out on this channel. I owe it to like it will only make sense with my YouTube name being Phil TMNT only makes sense. And plus, I will owe it to you guys, and to myself to watch it too. So I didn't give it a review because, Ninja Turtles is my favorite thing. And before I close the video, I'm going to share a funny story to when I was younger. When I was younger, I wanted to meet the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because, and when it was in the time when I thought that they were real, because I was pretty young when I was introduced to the Ninja Turtles, so I didn't really know any better. I didn't know that they were fictional characters, fake characters, and the Ninja Turtles were my heroes, man. I wanted to be just like the Turtles. And I wanted to move down to the sewers in New York and meet the Ninja Turtles and Master Splinter so I can learn the ways of the ninja. So I can help them fight the Shredder. I keep in mind that I was a little kid at the time. So since then, I came to the realization that the Ninja Turtles aren't real. And I remember when I found out that the Ninja Turtles weren't real, which was when I was like 9, maybe 10. I was mad. Same with when I was discovered Santa Claus isn't real. I was mad, like, what? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Like, why? No! Why? But, because then all my hopes and dreams at the time, got sunk down in the drain. Yeah, my imagination as a kid was big. And, yeah. The Ninja Turtle fan in me wasn't too happy to find out that the turtles aren't real. So that's a fun fact about me. So what do you guys think of this news? Are you guys excited that we're getting a new Ninja Turtle movie? Are you excited that we're getting a Seth Rogan led Turtles movie? Leave a comment down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream. Love you all. Have a nice day. Be kind to one another. Be careful out there, because the road is a crazy place right now. And I'll catch you guys later. Have a awesome tackler day. And you guys are awesome tackler. Don't you dare forget that. I love you all. And have a awesome tackler day. And love you, and talk to you guys soon.